Hey, what up, Wheatfield? What's up? Welcome back to the Wheatfield. This is your girl, La T, coming in with another channeled message. We're gonna pull some cards. Your girl is feeling some energy. Energy. Oh no, I know, y'all. Come on. I got a drink. It's Friday night, March the 3rd. This is when we're filming this. Whenever you get it, it's still now. Hopefully you still got you a little sip, because we're going to be sipping. I know. It's iced tea, though. It's Arizona iced tea with like 2 shots of rum. Don't judge. Don't judge me. I don't judge Lee. Ashe. Okay, let's get it. Just a little sip. Just a little sip. Little sip. Little sip. What we gonna pull? What we gonna pull? Father say we gonna jump into some chakra to get a little bit of energy. Do we have all the cards we need on the table? I'm feeling tarot. You feel tarot too? I do too. I want to see what the tea is and see what's going on. Going on. This Friday night, I usually have a little bit of music or something. I ain't putting no music on. I ain't do nothing, y'all. We just was like, hey, jump on in here to the Wheatfield. How y'all doing? Welcome back to the Wheatfield. Y'all know what it is. It's your girl, La T. Tears and Wheat Tarot Show, where you show enough never know what you're going to get. If you knew, welcome. Hi. Welcome to you too. Welcome to the Wheatfield. I'm so excited to have you, each and every one of you. If you vibe, subscribe. If it end up being something that you care about, share it out. Yeah, sharing is caring. And if you really want to come in on the daily and get this spell, hit the bell. We upload these at least once a day, sometimes 2, might be 3, depending on how your girl feel. It could be flowing. And speaking of flowing, I got to put the disclaimer out there and let you know how this go. We are a channel messenger. We can read creation. In short. The Most High God made everything by His wisdom and by the breath of life, and we are all connected by the breath. We all have a word on us, and we can read all the words. That's pretty much it. Real short, real simple. We are spiritual, not religious. So however it comes out is how it comes out. You want this in reverse, upside down? All right. Yeah, we're going to put it back right there where you had it at. All right. So not only do we read, we channel, we get downloaded messages, we scribe, the source says what it wants to say, and we say that, Ashe. So if you can hang on in there, if you can rock with that, if you can bring all the pieces together and just, see how it vibes, see how it comes about. Sometimes it can be slow. It can start slow, like that cold, old school Crisco. We got to get it out the can and put it in the pan. And the Most High come in and put some heat on it. By the time it put the heat on it, we get to cooking. Sometimes it be dropping some nuggets, and sometimes it's just like something that we gon', simmer. It might not be popping. We might not even know what we cooking. It might look like a hot mess, just like a whole bunch of ingredients, and then it turned out to be something good, like a stew or some chicken fried rice. We don't know, just some random shit you thought it was in there, some vegetables, some peas, some corn, some carrots, an egg, some old leftover rice, some shredded chicken, then you got chicken fried rice. You just didn't know it was going to come together like that and it was going to be good. It was going to be good. But the Father does it, it's not me. It's not me. The Father do it. So, again, if you can rock with that, if you can hang on in there, if you can vibe with your girl, stick around, because it's usually a ride. It usually really is. And I'm feeling it tonight. I feel like a little bit of energy. Yeah. Anyway, we got some cards out. I see guilt. Guilt is here in service. Maybe what somebody is doing is causing them some guilt. Or maybe you got to do too much stuff and you can't do what you really want to do, and you feel guilty about that. Or maybe you just don't feel like fucking doing what you're doing right now, and you feel a kind of way. Because not every day is going to be a good day. It's just not. And not every day do you feel like being super mom or super dad or whatever the case may be. You might be the sole provider out there getting that bread and to take care of the whole family and have that on your shoulders. And every day you're not going to feel great about it. If you want to do something else that's just for self, like to service you, just to serve you and to serve self, to experience some miracles, like everything that's happening, the goodness of what you create, even getting into a place of renewing yourself. I feel somebody feel a kind of way about that. Like some grief, like the inability to get to balance. or have other people appreciate. Maybe it's something off with the perception. You know what I mean? Recovery is here too. Like maybe you need to rest, take a load off, prioritize self for a quick minute. Get that little sip. I don't like it sitting on this thing. I don't, because I feel like it's unstable, like it's gonna fall. That's my little coffee cup mug warmer, but I was using it as a coaster. So we got a couple of pieces of energy. I feel like I can feel kind of like what's going on. Like somebody maybe want to create some more space in them because they have a lot of obligations, and whatever the obligations is making you feel a kind of way about it. You know, not that you don't want to do the things. I think that you want to do it. Like it's okay. Like it's fulfilling in a sense. But when it gets to the point where you don't have space for self, or you feel unappreciated, it could make, or you just have other desires, I feel, other things that you want to do, you know, and maybe doing those other things will take away from that service that you're obligated to, and you feel a little kind of way about it. It makes you feel guilty. Yeah. Coming together with self, you know, soulmate, coming together with you, and confusion over that. We have impartiality. Which one? This one? Confusion? What is this? Put this back there. Okay. Which one? So spirit, talking in the spirit is upside down. Despondence is, you know, seeking out your spirit guide, your spirit help, and that is upside down. Like somebody is confused, and or maybe they're confused about what they hear the spirit is saying. You know, maybe you are not clear on what direction the spirit wants you to go into, or you're just not accepting the spiritual advice. And we had that earlier today with somebody was, you know, looking and seeking for help in the spirit, but they just not really accepting what the spirit has to say. Another card that kept coming out was hold on lightly. Like some things are being taken away or falling away from you, and you don't feel so good about that, you know. But I don't know if this is the same. No. Expansion. Expansion is here. That's a challenge. Father say, not listening to your spirit is going to challenge your growth, your ability to expand, to get bigger, to grow, to brighten or broaden. I feel broaden your perspective, broaden your viewpoint, I feel, you know, just so that your life can get bigger. Father is saying faith. I'm seeing faith. Like there's a challenge with your faith, like your belief. Definitely with belief, because you don't want to hear what the spirit is saying to you. So I don't know if what the challenge is. Maybe you just don't see how it's going to come together, like with the mysticism. You know, maybe it's just cloaked, you know, everything is kind of cloaked. Maybe that's a part of the confusion. Like, it's just so, I hear covered up. You know, that's what I see, like layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. You know, they're barefoot, so it's like, okay, they get some grounding because their feet is touching the ground, I feel. But at the end of it, on top of that, I see layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of covered up. Like somebody is covered up. Either they're covering up their true self, their true identity, and to reveal that would that's why I feel like the guilt is. Like it's a part of you that is not really revealed, that other people don't get a chance to see because it's covered up. Like under so many layers. Yes. And it's challenging your faith. For one, you don't trust what the spirit is saying to you. And it's causing you, because you have a challenge with your faith and your belief and the ability to expand, or maybe like how you want to expand, like your deepest dreams and desires. You have a challenge with believing on that. And if you are unable to see it and unable to believe it, or just even understand how it could come in, like with the confusion, like maybe the spirit is saying something to you that has you confused. You're confused and you're going to the spirit and you can't accept what they say because your faith needs to be grown up. You need to have more faith, be solid in your faith, that despite it all, underneath all of these layers, you have what it takes to bring this thing in, to bring it together, to bring it together. That's what I feel. It's you to come together with self. High vibrations. Let's lift up the vibe. I feel the frequency. Can we get that one too? Can we get it now? Yes, okay. Emotions. That's what we stopped on though. Emotions. I get so emotional, baby. Feel your emotions. Be with them. Honor them. Process them. And then move on and enjoy your life. That's what I was saying. It felt like somebody had a feeling, a sentiment of guilt, like the things that you want for yourself are covered up underneath all of these other layers. And to let that be known, to let it be seen, to even trust that the Spirit will bring forth your desires, maybe you don't trust it. Maybe it makes you feel guilty because there's so many other things that you need to do. And it's like, how can I have that for self? You know, because, yeah, somebody feel like that. How can I have that for self? You know, what is pleasing and uplifting to you? Your soulmate space, like coming together with your wholeness. It's something that feeds your wholeness, like something deep down within your spirit space. Yes, your soul mate. That's what I feel. Yes. Come to par. You know, it's something that you need to balance out to come to par with. You know, I always look at this person like carrying, even though it's like 2 cans of paint that they could use to paint to, you know, it's a new canvas and you can paint whatever. But I feel like one on each hand is equal weight. But to balance that out, like, it's a whole thing. And impartiality means non-judgment. Like, you're not leaning this way or the other way. It's non-judgment, you know. Gratitude is here. So I do feel like it's like the balance between grief and gratitude is what I feel. And maybe you stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle of these two. You know, stuck in the middle between grief and gratitude, and you're not really moving. Unable to come to balance. To find that perfect mix, I feel. What is the perfect balance? There really isn't one. Because to get to this soulmate position, you have to move using gratitude to push yourself through this complacency, past the grief, back into balance. And maybe the grief is moving you back into your soul space so that you can get back in touch with you. Because I feel like you've kind of been left out. We say mirror work right here, but that's like facing your shadow self, facing your needs. We have vibe holder. You know, think of someone you love or something that makes you happy. Imagine your favorite place. Hold that feeling for as long as you can. Don't be guilty about it. You know, don't let any other emotion come in. Feel that happy feeling and hold on to it. The longer you hold on to the good feelings, the longer they stay. The longer they stay, leave that on top, okay? What do we need to get? This. It's over here though. This. Okay, this one. And this. Nope. Modern Love Tarot. Anything else over here? Yes. I gotta go to the shelf, y'all. Get another box of cards. Excuse me, Sasha. This one. This. Anything right here? Right here. This. Wisdom. Okay. Wisdom Oracle coming up. Anything else? Nope. That's it. Hi, I'm back. Thank you guys for waiting so patiently. I love you. Thank you so much. We have the Modern Love Tarot. Father got this one out. So we're going to be looking at this one. And we also have the Wisdom Oracle. Love and wisdom. Yes. I hear love and happiness. Something that'll make you do wrong, make you do right. Well. Da, 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 da. Love and happiness. Divorce. Five of Wands. That's conflict. You want these out? Ooh. But it's mighty coinky dink that they flew out. Is it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Guys, we're going to mess around and have to chop up the table again for the second time this week. We just did it on Wednesday. We did. Because we had 15 decks of cards out on Wednesday. We done got some more. We got, well, it's not that bad. It's, we count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Plus my personal deck makes 14. And my major arcana deck makes 15. But some of them I don't really count, you know. Like the major arcana deck, that don't count. The chakra deck that's up there, that don't count. These little bitty ones over here, they don't. We don't count them. But we count them, I mean, because like in actuality we got 15. But we also have the 48 laws of power out as well. So, that's also a thing. I don't think Spirit wants to get anything out of there. I didn't feel it. But that's just also a thing. This is why whole deck is upside down. Yeah, that's why I can't find no energies. Because the deck is upside down. Why, though? Maybe somebody is not asking why. That could be it. You know. The why card is to question, right? And maybe somebody is not questioning. We got not for you. So something is not for you. Something that may be causing you to breathe or have patience, to bring into patience, to remind you to meditate, to go back into self. That's what we was feeling. Something that was challenging you, that was pushing you back into your soul space in order for you to regenerate, right? To gather some more energy, to be able to start anew, to start fresh, or whatever you're thinking about that's causing you to give, that you, because there's something that you want to do. There's something that I feel that you want to do for self that is not out of obligation to other people, but it's something new, something just for you. And yeah, you feel a kind of way about it. Maybe you're a person that always gives to other people, like take care of the family, and when you have to, when you want to do something for yourself, it makes you feel guilty. It makes you feel the kind of way. Yeah. When you want to do something for yourself, rest, anything that's like for you, recuperating, you know, to recover, restore you, feed back into your own juices, self-care, I feel. It's like something about that with this never-ending story, like maybe you're not allowed to do self-care. Sometimes people get upset with that. Like, have you ever been, for my bros that feel like you can't get no peace? I said it. Sometimes our bros feel like they can't get no peace. And not because, you know, you one of them bros that bring drama and then wonder why the woman can't be your peace. I mean, that's the whole thing. Yeah, ashe to that. You know, because for a woman to be peaceful, you be bringing peace. Don't come in with drama and create drama and chaos and expect her to be peaceful. That's just being a doormat. That's not being peaceful. That's not. We ain't gonna go down that road. But sometimes people have their peace interrupted. Like, it's not okay for you to get rest. Like, it's not okay for you to feed back into self. I'm not saying that, you know, y'all work out your dynamics and your balance, you know, between you And I mean, because it'll be a perfect balance between you and somebody else. You know how y'all work that out in your household dynamics, where each person has the ability to experience peace. You know, I look, because if it's like one of the 90% of the households where it's two people working and it's two people got to go get that coin because it's taking two people to pay these bills and obligations and to take care of the family and to clean the house and to do all this stuff, we both need peace. Ashe, we do. You need to be able to come on in some days, you know what I'm saying, and get to the game and just chill and relax and kick your feet up and fall asleep with your beer right there on the side, and you know, you fool with your hand in the pants, and you know, you can just do that thing and kick back. And some days, you know, I need to be able to go and run that hot bath and put that little here glass on the side, turn on some music, love and happiness. All right. Some days you got to be able to do that and to be able to balance where both people have the opportunity to experience peace. Where if I take me some peace in the time, my little peace for me, that I don't feel guilty about doing me. I say, and that's for real. Happiness. That's, yeah, put some sunlight on that, illuminate some shit. That's right. Because there's some stuff that's coming out that's being illuminated. And whatever it is, it's going to drive you into yourself. You know, somebody wants to expose something that is giving them an issue, you know, something that needs to work out. Maybe you've been dealing with it for a minute with this perseverance card. Maybe you've just been accepting stuff that you don't necessarily feel good about, you know. Maybe you need to give yourself forgiveness for not talking to people or not expressing or just not caring for you or requiring your space. Because you require space. You do. You know, you require self-love, self-care. And if you are not establishing that as a requirement in your relationships, people won't give it to you. Or they will infringe upon your right to have peace and happiness. Make you do wrong. All while you trying to do right. All right. Have you hung up and delayed? But it's time out for this. Like, it's the other way around. Like, somebody see that with the sun. There is being illuminated. That somebody wants something else. Or you felt stuck. You feel stuck. Obligated to this thing. And because you don't have any peace. Obligated to the people that you're serving. And you don't have any peace. And it's coming out. It's coming to light. The reasons why you feel the way that you feel. And I feel like that cycle is ending, or you're going to have a challenge with ending it and doing something new. Becoming more thoughtful, more into taking care of self, more putting focus on self-care, self-preparedness, I feel. Queen of Wands doesn't necessarily mean that you're female. It just means that you need to care for self. You know, this is a person that not only is prepared strategically in business, skill-wise, and talent, but they also care for self, graciously loving on self, right? Taking care. You see this person is working out, taking care of the body, nutrition, hydration, rest, all of those things, really prioritizing self as well, because that is a whole thing. To prioritize you, because maybe people just don't. And every time you go to prioritize you, something ends up getting in the way. Whenever you want to get some rest, whenever, we've been talking about this, whenever you want to get some peace, something gets in the way to stop you from being able to do that now. And I feel like it's distractions. All that glitters is a distraction. It look like it's gold, it look like it's good, but it's not. And whatever it is pulling you away from caring for you. And then you end up with that feeling. We started with guilt, but I see that here, that never-ending story. Your heart is locked up down here. Yeah, you're not looking at yourself in the mirror. And it's just like hands and your face is in your hands. Despair. Despair. And it could be guilt. You know, how did I get myself right here again? Needing to forgive self. Again, forgiveness and acceptance. Having to always persevere through these things. And maybe you are now thinking about it. That enlightenment card is also the same as a challenge with the sun. Having things illuminated, brought to your attention. The hangman in reverse. No longer being hung up by it, but it's got your attention. You don't have the phone in your hand. You're not distracted by none of that stuff. It looks like you are thinking. You are meditating. You are contemplating. How do I keep ending up right here? How do I keep getting there? Maybe you need to have some boundaries. Again, block some shit out. Have some boundaries. Is this another person? No. Do they need to have boundaries? Yeah, boundaries. And look what wanted to come out again. Caring for self. That's the Queen of Wands energy. Caring for self. This right here is Six of Pentacles. Equal give and take. That's that balance. Equal give and take. We got the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who's about getting their bread, their money, and maybe there's some energy. Do you want this? No. Do you want this? No. This? No. No. Okay. But that was the Knight of Swords. And that's that rushing type of energy, activity, something coming in. Maybe you is, again, energy gaining. You know, it could be that. We have divorce here coming out again. We saw this earlier, that it flips out. Do you want this card? No. But maybe you're somebody that is coming out of a situation. Maybe your situation is ending. You know, maybe you are recently divorced. Or maybe you are contemplating divorce. You know, because you don't feel like you have any peace. You are a loving person with the King of Cups. But you could be afraid to share your feelings. Because it's a challenge. You could be afraid to talk about it. You could be, you know, again, I feel like somebody who works, who does the thing and provides and all of this stuff, and you just don't have space for self. Like you don't have room for you, I feel. Anything else in this deck? No, no. Yeah, you don't have room for you. Something is making you unhappy. Something is giving you a sense of regret, of guilt, I feel. Guilt, regret for not caring for you. Boundaries, I feel. Like to establish better boundaries, to block some things out. Things that keep leaving you here, where you don't have the ability to rest and you don't have any peace. And I feel like you are wanting that now, like now. You want things to be renewed. And maybe that is what's causing you this guilt. And it feels very bittersweet for you. And I feel like you're really just starting to discover why, the why. Yes. Maybe somebody wants you to be flexible, you know. We see serendipity and flexible. Serendipity and flexible, but we have orphaned now in serendipity. You know, maybe that's what that Five of Cups is about, like feeling left out, or, you know, thinking about what's been lost. Orphaned again is still here, and we have a leg up, you know. Maybe you feel like, you know, you would disappoint somebody that you help out, that you take care of. You have an obligation to them. But what is the leg up? No. We see milk and honey. We got a change and a wind. You know. A change in the wind. I definitely feel like it's a change in the wind, though. I do. I feel like you want to change some things. You know, maybe somebody thinks that everything is all good, and or maybe you want to change towards something that feels better. Ooh. What did I say? You want to change to something that feels better. Something that feels better. Something that's like that ultimate, your serendipity, that happiness, I feel. And that's the challenge. Is this a third party? No. Thinking about it. Can't tell you what to do, we not fuck shit. But honesty is always the best policy, I would say that. What did I say? Somebody was thinking about it. They between worlds. They thinking about it. Imagine. Somebody's thinking about it. Somebody thinking about it. And they caught between the light and the dark. And I feel like they challenged with the decision. You know. And I feel like, you know, somebody is on the edge. And they having some guilt. You know, you want something that feels restful and peaceful. You know, more nourishing and nurturing for you. And somebody is on the edge. I feel like you have someone, because that divorce card kept representing itself, but not to be out. So it's saying to me that you're married, but it doesn't feel like happily married. I don't feel like you happily married. And I feel like you kind of sitting on the fence with this decision, like what to do, because you don't want to end up, look at this. What to do. The Knight of Wands is here. But this could be, like I said, it could be egocentric. It could be getting prepared, like you're not really for sure. We have Three of Pentacles right here. But that's like who to collaborate with, who to work with. You know what I mean? Partnerships. And we have the Lovers. The Lovers right here. And we also have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands right here. This could be either highly prepared, but like maybe you feel like you're ready to make a move, like you're not really. I don't feel like it's not sure though. It could be like you looking at somebody else as that rest, as that place, that soft landing place to give you what you're not getting at home. You know, this Ace of Wands could be that, because Ace of Wands could be lustful. It could be, you know, we do have an Emperor here. So that's a mature type of figure. And we see the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the mate to this King of Cups. She's the match. And we got somebody that feels like they will be left out in a lack with the Five of Pentacles. Knight of Cups is that player type of energy. You know, very romanticism, which to me, if you couple that with the Emperor, the Ace of Wands, and you also add in this Knight of Wands right here, this could be somebody that's definitely looking at other options because they feel like they are not getting what they want. They're potentially, even if they haven't touched anybody physically yet, with the Lovers, the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles, even if they haven't touched this person yet, they're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. With the Two of Swords, they're thinking about it. Eight of Swords, in their head about it, thinking about it. Six of Wands is also lustfulness. But with the Ten of Pentacles, definitely shows that they are married. They are married. Whoever you're looking at is a single person, though, with the Nine of Pentacles. Look, Nine of Pentacles backed up with the Nine of Cups. And that's the truth. And you don't want to cause an ending. You're not really for sure what to do. But if you make this move, you definitely are going to cause an ending. Because you're looking at somebody, single, successful type of energy. Single, successful, single, loving type of energy. But you know you can't give them their all, and they can't give you the all. They can't. They can't give you the all because you're married. Somebody is married. And I feel like this married person, again, is looking for that rest, that nourishment from home, and they don't have it. They don't have it. They don't have it at home. Like maybe Queen of Cups, their mate, either doesn't understand what you need, because the King of Cups in a challenge may not be expressing it. You may not be expressing what it is that you need to your queen. You may not. Maybe, again, you need to put in some of those boundaries, like with that Queen of Sword that's under here. To speak your truth, to remind someone tactfully with a sense of care what it is that you need, from a loving space, so that when you ask for your needs, you also don't feel guilty about expressing what you need. But a change is in the wind. You want the change, and you actually want the truth to be told. You want the truth to be told. You want to be able to express your emotion to your mate. Not necessarily this new person, this lustfulness, because that's just lust. That's not love, right? And you want to be fair. You want to do the thing that's right. And Father put that right on top of the truth. You want, wrong way, it flipped, this right here. Father put that right here on top of the marriage to do what's right and what's truthful, to be fair. And you were thinking about it. That's what I was feeling. Somebody is thinking about it, like right there on the edge with it. Like it could go either way any day. Yeah, somebody want happiness. Somebody want happiness. They want to get to that milk and honey. And they feel guilty about it. Because they know if they do what they think it's going to be a bittersweet situation. Yeah. It could cause this. An ending. A show enough ending. Yeah. It definitely would cause an ending, and was right after that is a new beginning. Because somebody would take the opportunity to have a new beginning and walk the hell off. And I feel like you know it, that they would leave. That your spirit is telling them, if you do this, because we saw the Queen of Swords, if you do this, and you turn into this guy right here, conniving, manipulative, sneaky, strategizing on how to get what you want, then it's going to be all bad. They're going to block you out. And I think they'll do it with the quickness, like swift. Like it'll be no games, like none. We got the Queen of Pentacles showing up too, so I think wifey ain't no slouch. Between this couple right here, and maybe that's what it's about too. Maybe wifey works a lot too, you know what I mean? And between the two of you, maybe you two are just having a hard time balancing the dynamics of the relationship, balancing no peace like home, peace in the home, community, balancing the dynamics of the relationship. Would each of you do your roles in the relationship, in the community, to line things up, to do it by the book? What is your alignment, I feel? And once you two can get into alignment on how to meet each other's needs, to communicate your needs, to feel safe to communicate them. Because if King of Cups is already a loving person and you feel challenged with the ability to express your needs, then some things have been happening. I feel probably with work or them not really paying attention, with the page here, not really paying attention or investing enough time into your peace, into that give and take, that equal give and take, that reciprocity. Yeah. To be able to line things up between the two of you, to find your unique balance, Because I feel like you two are lovers, like you have a loyalty to each other. And it's making somebody, again, with that 5, feel left out. Somebody feel left out, like their needs are not being met. That's an orphan. Like your needs are not being met. There's nobody that cares enough to meet your needs, not even for self. But that's a part of it, is to take the opportunity to care for you enough to ensure that your needs are being met, that you are communicating your needs, that you're putting in boundaries, that you are prioritizing yourself. Like, no, it's peace day. You know, I did my adulting yesterday. I'm through. This is my time. And you know this is my time. We've established the time. We've established, that boundary, that balance between the two of us. And we're going to stick to that. We're going to commit to that. We're going to have some, I'm going to be, prioritizing and supportive of you and your peace, and I accept the same thing in return. That equal give and take, I'm just saying. Yes. Equal give and take. Because somebody on the line, I feel like they on that double dutch, like they about to go. Like you trying to figure out what to do kind of thing. Because you don't want to leave nobody feeling out like this. I don't think you do. Not for somebody that's still, that's single and you really don't know how that's going to turn out. They may end up being one of these, you know what I mean? They really could, considering that you don't really know them that well. Get some illumination on that. You got to get to know a person before you mess around and really hold yourself up and be hung up and delayed because you done got with somebody because, when y'all just kikiing it up, then it's one thing. It's one thing when you just kikiing it up. It's like it could be anything, but you mess around and jump ship and go after something else that you really ain't done got a chance to put your peepers on all the way and really get a close look. You're going to be for sure wishing that you had listened to the spirit, right? Because the spirit is trying. You confused now? Shoot. You mess around and jump ship for something that you don't really know about because you feeling a little emotional. I get so emotional, baby. Every time I think of you, I get so emotional, baby. And it's shocking what, yeah. And it's shocking what love would do. That's why I was feeling that love and happiness. Something that'll make you do right and something that'll make you do wrong. Ashe. Study long, study wrong. That's what my peeps used to say to us back in the day. You study long, you study wrong. Because if you look at it long enough, you'll be able to put together whatever it is that you want to put together. Here's the two. The yin and the yang. The yang. We got the yang is one and this is the yin. So it's something about your counterpart, something that you're thinking about, something that you are wishful about, something again that you want to come into balance with, to be able to balance it out. And that's the message that you want to send. How do you come back into balance with your counterpart? And you want to do that now. Again, here and now, to get it together now. Because I feel like you on the edge with it. You do not have equal give and take. How you are exchanging, the rate of exchange in this relationship is off. And that's what you want to fix. Regenerate it. Maybe again, if you a king of cups and your queen is the queen of cups and both of you are out, and maybe queen is just working on something, or however the energies flip flop, you know how it go. You might be feeling like something is not for you, but this say that new life that you dreaming of, not for you. No, you probably already got your mate. In the test in this season is to go deeper with each other, to communicate, to get back to balance, to line things up. What is your dynamic? Not all this modern tarot, modern tarot, I'm thinking about that. But I'm talking about this modern love submissive, this, that, and the other. Take it for what you want, however you believe, however you believe. But I believe that people are to come together in purpose to do a service or work onto the Most High God. And if you both are submitted onto the Most High God, then you will be able to clean this up. You will be able to clean up the issues. You will. Because you will have the why, the purpose, and that definitely will help both of you change the wind, change the trajectory of what's happening, because you have a loyalty to each other. You do. But changes do need to be made so that y'all can balance some things out. And that's not a bad thing. That's growing deeper together, growing together. And that is the message. Again, come into balance with your other half. Come into balance. Because you guys have the building blocks. You have the building blocks to regenerate it, to get it going, to rebuild. You do. You just have to be flexible. Be flexible. Be flexible with one another, and it will lead you right here. Everything. You already got it. You already got it. Sometimes, King of Cups, sometimes you get into that space where you don't want to communicate. You know, where you holding your feelings and your emotions back because maybe it hasn't been heard. Maybe you've tried to speak and you weren't heard. Again, it wasn't taken seriously with that Page of Pentacles. Maybe Queen of Cups was more focused on getting it, on y'all building, and her part to play, or however flip-flop it, mishmatch it. Maybe, you know, hubby is like, we're focusing so much on getting it, depending on how the energy flow, you know what I mean. But somebody's definitely at a fork in the road. But instead of cutting tail and or chasing after the next tail, be flexible. Be flexible. Yeah, flexible. We have regeneration again. The ability to clean things up and regenerate. Who? We got the yang now. We've been seeing the yin. Here's the yang. And there's the building blocks. You have the ability. But what you need to do is trust. To have faith. This is have faith that is going to be blessed. The blessing is still there. It is. I like readings like this, y'all. I really do, you know, because I do feel like this situation is going to end up blessed. You know, the grass could look greener on the other side. It really could. And it might be. It really might be greener. And here's the why. Because if you're not doing the work with each other, prioritizing one another, equal exchange, coming together and say, okay, these are our, you know, roles and how we're going to operate with each other and how we're going to support each other. That means you probably not watering your grass. Somebody not watering and somebody not picking the weeds. And is it getting fertilized? Is it getting aerated? Yeah, aerated. Like them little shoes with the spikes on the bottom, and you walk on the grass so that the roots could get some air, the nourishment that actually feed the grass with the fertilizer and do some extra shit to it. So somebody's grass could be greener on the other side. But again, when you get over there, you're going to find out the work that they do to keep that grass green. Is it going to be similar to the work that you could have did in your own lot before you left out of it? With the partner that you already know and that you have a loyalty and a commitment to? Because it might seem like it's just green. Oh no, it's not. They put some work in that. And they have a routine for work. And they have a strategy on how they get their work done. And you don't see that when y'all just playing around. Think about that. Father say, clean it up. Clean it up. Because all that glitter ain't gold. All that glitter is not gold. You might be looking at that new life like, oh, that's the ish. But truth be told, all that glitter is not gold. You might have a situation that you need already. Happy, happy, happiness with your soulmate. Already, your soulmate. And maybe y'all both need to go to the Father in prayer. Or however you see spirit. Whatever you two both connect to. Go to that so that it can help you. Help you both. Maybe the whole family. Community. Get things back in order, because there's no peace like home. To get things back in order, because that's the gift. That is the gift. That's the gift. Hold your composure. Be poised. Hold your composure, because you don't want to go back into this. Round and around and around. Never ending story. Round and around and around. Don't want to do that. It could be blessed. It can be blessed. If you have faith. 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 And just breathe. I can't stop because they just keep coming. Serendipity. Meditation. Milk and honey. Bring it back together. Bring it together. Work it out. Work it out. Work it out. Put the work in. You put the work in on your lot, it'll be just as green. You will have the greenest grass on the block if you put the work in on your lot. Hope you guys got something out of it. I had a great time. I hope you did too. We still gonna take our little sip because that's what we gonna do. Hope y'all had y'all little sip too. Yes. And know this. We love you. We love you. We love you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for chilling with your girl Lottie here at Tears and We Tarot Show, where you sure enough never know what you gonna get. Because this right here, beloved, ooh, wheat. When I say it is like a whole box of chocolates, it's a whole box of chocolates. You never know what you get. You just never know. Okay? We love you. Till the next now, we're going to call this done. Ashe.